This is Prerna. I'm registering the employee writer Nero with his information as outlined on the task list. Notice that the insert failed. This is because Nero doesn't satisfy the age requirement, so therefore you won't see him in the table. I'm registering employee writer Julius Caesar. As you can see, this insert succeeds and Julius is added to the table. Caesar satisfies all requirements so the insert works. Notice that he is now in user, employee, conductor, writer, and email tables. Here is task 3. I'm now logging in as Julius Caesar. I've entered the correct credentials, but the login will fail because he has not already been approved as a user. On a successful login, you will see that we select his username from the database, but that's not the case here. Now we're on to task 4. I'm logging in as Michael Smith this time. This time around, the login will succeed because I've entered the correct credentials and he has already been approved as a user. You can see that we select his username from the database successfully.
This is Andrew with task 5. We're doing screen 14, sorting the conductors alphabetically with all statuses involved. Here you can see the usernames are sorted alphabetically. We have the email count, the status, and whether or not they want to raise. We have Julius Caesar, and his status is 2, which means he's still pending. So we want to approve him as a user. So we type his name and go back to the user table, and we can see that he now has a status of 1, which means he's been approved and can now log in.
Grant here to help Michael book some trains on task 6, screen 11. The first trip he's taken is from Rome to London, so we'll put in his cities. And you can see that Rome to London is a direct train on the Blue Line. And because Michael is not a European and he is not a membership level, the cost is not discounted at all. So it's 70 euros. Michael's second trip will be from Rome to Madrid. And this will involve a transfer. We have each train here as a separate query for your convenience, and the first trip will be from Rome to Paris on the Blue Line, and the second trip will be from Paris to Madrid on the Red Line, and the entire trip will cost 100 euro.
Hey, this is Tanner with task 7. We're creating a train. It's a purple high-speed, capacity of 79, and the admin is Michael Smith, and it's going from Rome to Madrid. So we can see that it actually affected a row, so it was created in the train table. We can see that new purple line right there.
Grant back here to help Michael with his new train route. Now, unfortunately, Rome and Madrid both have 2 routes, so finding a direct transfer will require us to have a second stored procedure because we were unable to program a distance algorithm in SQL. In the real world, these would probably be combined. Regardless, we'll now find Michael's new trip from Rome to Madrid, and you can see now, since he made a new train, there is a direct transfer, but because that new train is high speed, the cost per stop is also increased.
Hi, this is Tanner with task 9. Right now, we're filtering trains without conductors, and they have to contain the location of Rome. And we see that there is train ID purple. And also we want to make Maria Garcia a conductor of this train, of the purple train that we just found, because it does not have a conductor. And 1 row was affected, so we can go into the train table, check the purple train, and it should have Maria Garcia as a conductor, and it does. So here in task 10, we have user Maria Garcia, and she wants a desired salary of $100,000. So we're going to update that, and now we can go check her desired salary. And she wants a raise, and there it is, you see that. Here is task 11. We are going to log in Julius Caesar because we have accepted him on the database. So we can see that a row has been created, and he's in there.
For task 12, we're going to help Julius Caesar take a ride from Rome to Madrid. So first we're going to run get direct route to calculate the cost. And even though it usually be 60 euros, because he's European, he gets a discount. So now we're going to go to screen 11, take ride, input all of the data outlined in the task, including the price that we calculated from the other screen, and then we're going to run it. You can see one row was affected, and if you pull up the ride table, newly inserted was Julius Caesar's new ride.
Hey, Tanner back again with task 13. So we are checking the referral information of Ludwig van Beethoven. We can see his referral code, the number of people he's referred, and his membership level as a result of the number of people he's referred.
Pern is back here with task 14. Here we'll be finding all the rides that Beethoven took between Christmas 2018 and January 15, 2019. As you can see, when we run the filter, we are greeted with all of Beethoven's latest vacations.
Grant back with task 15. Here we're going to set Maria Garcia to strike status. Once we execute this, you can see that the train has no conductor anymore because the previous conductor went on strike. Now we're logged in as James Smith, the administrator, and we're going to use screen 16 to filter all the trains that go through Berlin. And as you can see, once we execute, we see that the green train and the red train both stop in Berlin. Continuing on with James Smith for task 17, we're going to filter everyone and see who all the conductors are, regardless of status. And once we execute that, you can see all the conductors. After seeing this, we're going to go to screen 14, approve. We're going to type in conductor 1, and we're going to approve him. And if you take a look at the corresponding table, you'll see that the status of conductor 1 is now 1, which stands for accepted.
Hi, this is Andrew with task 18. We're on screen 15, checking the salary and raise request of Maria Garcia. Her salary is currently 0 because she's on strike, but her raise request is $100,000. We're going to decline her request. And now you can see in the conductor table, Maria Garcia has no raise request. Now we will do the same procedure for conductor 5. We see that he has a $40,000 salary, but he wants that to be a $65,000 salary, and we're going to approve that request. Now let's check conductor 5. That raise request has gone away, and if we check his salary, we see conductor 5 has a $65,000 salary. Maria Garcia still has her $0 salary because she's on strike. Hi, this is Andrew with task 19. We're on screen 18 looking at the blue train. You can see its capacity is 50. Let's look at the type. Is regular. If we look at the locations it visits, We see that it visits several cities. You can see the admin that created this train was James Smith. The conductor that conducts the train, the blue train, is conductor 4. And now we want to update the capacity for the blue train to 60. And if we go to the capacity, we see that it's 60. Hi, this is Andrew with Task 20. We're on screen 19, the profile manager for the admins. We're logged in as James Smith, so let's check out his first name. It's James, as you would expect. The employee ID is 1. But if we check what continent he's from, we see that he doesn't have one because he's an employee and not a writer. We also want to update his last name because it is now Franco instead of Smith. So if we execute that and go to the user table and go down to James Smith, we notice that he's James Franco now. Hi, this is Andrew on task 21. We're on screen 20, viewing stop details for Paris between 0 and 4 minutes. We have the green and the red both have stops here. They stopped for 2 minutes. There were 373. You can see the unused tickets. We have the average stop length and the average unused tickets for those. We also have the farthest location away from Paris by stops.